Hi everyone, Miss Ashley here. Today I am going to walk you through making your paper plate woven bowl. So inside your kit you are going to find what I'm thinking will be about 10 yards, I think, of yarn. That may need to be adjusted after today's video. We'll see how that goes. It should be some multicolored yarn. I think this will work out for us. Should be pretty cool bowl. You're also going to find a small paper plate. And you're going to find a random little circle, okay? From your supplies at home, you're going to need something to trace with. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, okay? To get started, grab your scissors, cut out that little circle. Going to need them again, so don't put them too far away. Okay, your circle is going to actually be the base of your bowl. So I would cover the Chinette logo on the bottom of your plate. It's gonna be pretty helpful. It's about centered in your bowl, I think. Anyway, grab your pencil and trace that circle. Perfect. Set that circle aside. You don't need that anymore. Okay, so now for this part, you're going to want to make some lines that go from your circle to close to the edge of the plate. So I'm going to start by making one up to kind of, yeah, that works. There it is. Kind of that first lip that you see, I guess is the way to describe that. Now you're going to want an uneven number of lines off of your circle. So I've started with 3. You kind of want them an equal distance apart. I don't know how well I did on that. We'll find out. Okay, so I've got 3 lines drawn. I'll wait for you to kind of catch up and get to that point as well. And then I'm going to draw 2 more. I'll show you where I put them here. So there's 1 more. 2 more. So these ones here are my new ones. I'm going to do that for the next chunk as well. 1, 2, maybe. Now I'm going to do that bottom piece. I'm going to rotate just to make it easier on me. 1, 2. Kind of even. Reminds me a little bit of a beach ball. Maybe I've got summer on the brain. Okay. Okay. Now you can set that pen aside. You're done with that one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yes. So you're going to make cuts on either side of those lines to form a V. And you're going to go down to that circle that you traced, but not through it, okay? So I will do my first one. And I know chai nut plates can kind of be tough to cut, but I'm hoping that by using these, in the end, it will give our bowl some stability. Aha. Okay, so I got my first one cut out. All right, that's a little bit easier to see. You want them to all be this size to start. Now remember, I haven't made one of these yet. I'm working my way through my first one, so it's easier to start smaller when you're trimming. Cut them a little bit bigger as we go. So for now, I'm going to stick with this size and I'm going to make them all as close to this as I can get. Okay, so cut these out by cutting one cut on each side of that line. Oh, that one's a little crooked. We're gonna try to, uh-oh. Oh boy, trim that one up a little bit. There we go. Each cut I make, I don't know about you, but I feel a little bit more confident. Am I the only one? Yeah, they look roughly equal. Now, I was going to use bigger plates for this project, but I thought that by starting with a small plate, it'd be a little bit easier for us to complete. I'm hoping I didn't make the wrong choice by doing that. Let's see how I did. I'm on my last cut. Aha! Hopefully yours looks a little something like this. Okay, push all those scraps aside. All right, so following my directions, oops. Okay, so now, oh, my sections. Definitely kind of start to overlap here. All right, friends. So what we're gonna do next is to kind of, I don't wanna say crease, but you definitely want to fold your bowl up at your circle. And you don't really want your pieces to overlap. So I've got a couple that are really touching and overlapping, so I'm gonna go ahead, coincidentally, they are the bigger ones. I'm gonna go ahead and trim those down just a little bit. Yeah, that helps a lot. I'm not left-handed, can't cut this one. There we go. So if you've got any pieces when you try to kind of bend them up a little bit, that really touch a lot and overlap a lot, go ahead and trim those up just a bit. That'll help you when you go to start weaving. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna trim this side, I think. Because your bowl, yep, we're gonna trim this side down just a bit. It's kind of funny, it's those pieces that I thought were gonna be the right size, they're actually too big. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. All right, guys. Do you feel like you've got the right size pieces here? Okay, let's see where we go next. All right. Ah, yes, it is time to get weaving. So, find your yarn. You probably got a super long piece here, ball mess of yarn. Okay, so you are going to start by finding that very tippy end here, putting it right next to that circle, and you are going to hold it down with your thumb and you're going to weave in and out all the way around your bowl. Okay, yep, you're probably gonna have to hold on to that that tail for a little bit at least. I skipped one. Ooh, my scissors are trying to cut my yarn if I'm not careful. We'll set those aside. Okay. There we go. If you find yourself making a mistake, good news is you can back up and try again. No big deal. No, that's still not right. Under, over. There we go. Under, over. Aha. Okay. After you get a couple rows done and you've got a good groove going, there we go. Aha. Yes. Nope. I keep skipping. I guess I need some practice on my weaving. Okay. Let Miss Ashley slow down and show you what I'm doing. Okay. So you're going to go under one, over that one, under one, over the next one. Okay. Under that one. Oh, did I do it right? Over the next one. Under that one, over the next one. There we go. Okay. All right. So you want to keep going with that under, over pattern all the way up to the edge of your bowl. But as you weave, you want to make sure you're pulling nice and tight because you want to give your plate a bowl shape. So you want to keep bending up on these pieces. Okay. So I'm going to actually pause my video so it doesn't end up super long and do some more weaving and then I'll come back to you, okay? So I will be back soon. Bye! Okay, so I am back. I apologize for the super long video. I know that this craft is definitely taking some time and that means that we've got a long video, but the good news is I am absolutely loving this project. I don't know about you. but this is as far as I've gotten. So I bet I'm about halfway done with my weaving, I would say, and I'm in love with this, how it's turning out. I love the multicolor yarn. Yeah, I love everything about this. Make sure you are pulling your yarn tightly to maintain the bowl shape as you go, and that you are kind of pulling things up. By things, I mean the pieces of the paper plate, paper bowl, as you go as well, and that you are taking the time to watch the over-under weaving pattern. I found myself undoing a little bit and then redoing my work just to make sure that things are going the way that I wanted them to. So yeah, I'm going to pause the video again and just keep weaving. So hope things are going smoothly for you, and I will see you in a bit. All right, everyone, so I think, at the end of my process here, roughly near the end, I guess. So you can see how far I've made it up the edges of my bowl, but you can also spot how uneven some of my weaving is. Okay, so the first thing I think I'm going to do is run my nail around the edge of my weaving and kind of pull down on a lot of my strings and try to get them so that there's no gap in the weaving where you can see the paper plate. It's probably going to take some play, some wiggling it around, but I think I can get them down. Yeah, I can already see it kind of tightening down a little bit, which means I might be able to sneak a couple more rows of weaving in. Hoping anyway. Gaps where the paper plate had kind of snuck through on me. Oops. That looks so much better. Oh, still a gap there. What did I do? That one. Let's see. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to weave at least a couple more rows around. And by the way, I did have to add some yarn to my piece of string. So I am officially at 15 yards, which is what you will get in your kit. It will not make you short, I promise. Whoops. And I don't know if you discovered, like I did, but I was kind of sort of pulling too tight once I got toward the top of my weaving. I had to back off a little bit, and that's probably why I started to notice the gaps in my paper plate. In my rows here, where the paper plate was kind of sneaking through. I had to figure out what worked and what didn't, and I'm sure through the course of your weaving, you figured that out too. Oh, there's a gap. Ha. Okay. So according to my instructions here, and I'm hoping that they are correct, we're supposed to be able to literally just snip the yarn and tuck it down inside. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we are going to give it a go. Okay, here goes nothing, friends. I really don't like this. I almost want to I might do that instead. I don't know. Well, if nothing else, you will learn from mine, right? So what I did was is all my extra yarn. This right here is where I've stopped weaving. I'm going to actually go backwards one and wrap it around again. I don't know why, it makes it feel more secure to me. Okay, and then on the inside, I'm going to cut, so I've got 1.5 inches. Okay, no going back now. The yarn is chopped. And try to stick the tail down inside. Now, I have woven the yarn so tightly that I don't know if this is possible. Let's see. Can I slide it down through? Oh, I can. Well, look at that. Ha. Okay. All right. So use the cap of a pen or maybe a mechanical pencil with the lead pushed all the way down inside so you're not drawing all over your bowl. And ta-da! You can't see the very edge of my yarn on this piece anyway. Tuck that tail all the way down inside. Okay, and then if you also want to take the tail where you started, so down at the base of your bowl, where you trace that circle, and you use that pen cap again, or that, the pen cap probably is going to be shorter and work a little bit better. Try to tuck that tail in. Oh, that one's a little trickier, friends. That one doesn't want to quite cooperate, but I think I can get it. Tuck that tail in so it's not hanging out there at least. Aha. I think I got it. Look, ready? Ha! That tail is hidden too. Okay, so your last step is going to be to, let's see, do we want to fold them that way? Yeah, I think we want to fold them that way. Fold down your edges of your bowl. I know it kind of hides a little bit of your weaving, but it's going to make sure that all of your yarn stays securely in place. These are pretty cool. I think this is one of my favorites, yeah. Oh, that one doesn't want to fold. Well, come on. There it goes. It'll get there eventually. Ta-da! There you have it, guys. Our woven paper plate bowls. They look pretty cool. I like this one. I like this one a lot. The other thing you could do is maybe, am I brave? Am I gonna try it? Do I want to trim off the edges? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, looks better. Okay, I am going to trim up the edges of my bowl. Oh gosh. Just so that you can see a little bit more of my weaving. All that hard work. I want to be able to see it. You can choose to do this step or not. It's up to you. But I am opting to do it so that I can see my weaving. Now, there's always a chance, though, that over time your yarn is going to get a little looser. So, that's your choice. But I do like that a little bit better. Okay, there you have it, guys. Paper plate yarn bowl at your service. All right, so I hope you like it. Hope you had some fun, and I hope it didn't take you too long to make. So I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.